folks, and welcome. Parasomnia. So, Laura Baxter suffers from parasomnia, a bizarre medical condition that keeps her trapped in a almost consistent dream state. Art student Danny Sloan falls in love with her sleeping beauty, unaware that terrifying mesmerist and mass murderer Brian Vlop has sinister plans to claim her as his own. Well, we're doing this today. Okay. Aha! And the tagline is, where dreams end and nightmares begin. Okay. It's on the back. Wes Craven says, parasomnia begins where your nightmares end. So he's kind of just replaying or re-saying the tagline. A horror film which delivers the goods. BeyondHollywood.com. Fascinating and fiercely original. Joe Blow. That's the name of the place. For the love of 2010. Okay, let's see. What? So the beginning of the movie starts with a lady. She's sitting on some kind of patio in a hotel or something like that, eating, and somebody gives her a call, and she's like, yes. And then she stands up, walks, and jumps off the edge. Now, a lot of movies, you see somebody falling and da-da-da. This one hits hard because you actually see her fall, and then you hear, oh, like that impact. That's kind of hard to watch, which, yeah. But then this hotel guy goes out, all slow. I'd be like, nope, not dealing. I'd get the other guy in there and be like, you go out. Because then I'm going to spend 18 minutes with the police, or 18 hours. Yeah, no. So, the scene after that. You see Danny on a bus. And he has a little brown paper bag. And he has a gun in it. So, this is obviously like after the fact. This is like leading up to it. Like the movie. So, this is what he's gonna do. I hate when movies do this because it's like, you could have just led up to that. You don't need to show me the future of the movie. Now I know that he has a gun somewhere and he's doing something. Damn it! Stop wrecking it for me. Well, I guess I do that with my spoiler alerts and spoilers. Oh well. So then we shoot to a record. Like he works in a record studio. No, like one of those like used record places. All right. What? Okay. This is where it gets real confusing. So he leaves the record store that he works at. I'm guessing. And I gotta meet my girlfriend or something. And then he goes to his apartment building, and everything's cleared out of his apartment building. Like everything, not just like what the girl had and da da da, but like it's empty. And then suddenly he's walking to a hospital and asking for somebody. So he's not going to try to get his stuff back from the girl, or because this lady walked up to him in the hallway and was like, "Well, are you moving? I saw your like sofa in the middle of the alleyway." So she moved his stuff, didn't take it, and put it in the alleyway. What a horrible girlfriend. I guess he did horrible stuff. I don't know. Okay, it's making a little bit more sense. So he went to see his friend in rehab. And, his friend has all these tools that he's polishing. I guess that's what you do in drug rehab. I've never seen that. But, so he knows what, because his friend's like, oh, what happened with you and Denise? I can see it all over your face. she broke up with you, and she's this and that and this and that and the other thing. So, and he sits down and it's like, oh well, like this happened, that happened, this happened, blah 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 blah. This doesn't really matter to the story because I don't think you ever hear about Denise again. I really don't. But so he's broken up, and yeah. So he back. Well, first Byron, whatever, takes off his mask. So why do you have the mask on if he could just reach over and take it off? This makes no sense. But he backs up, and randomly in the psych ward, for some reason, he sees Laura Baxter, and he walks into the room. There should be security there. But then he's looking at her, and a doctor comes in, and he's like, "You shouldn't really be in here." So anybody can walk in there? Fart. Being better. And he's like, "I'm a relative." No, you're not. There has to be, like, some type of secure, Lion-Levin syndrome, which, I'm not gonna do it. But here's the thing, the doctor's like, can you please let the guy know to put the locks on the doors and all that kind of stuff? Yes, you should have done that a while ago, so people don't walk in. And then he's like, well, she doesn't look sick. I was just curious. And the doctor explains everything to him. That's none of his business. Yeah. I mean, besides exposition, what are you doing, doctor? What are you doing? It's none of his business. Like, clumps, whatever I just said. And then she has something else and she just sleeps. Okay. So then we go to Laura while she's sleeping, and the guy, Byron, in the next room controls her dreams and stuff like that. And like, the visuals are pretty cool, right? But then we go back to Danny, and he's sleeping, and he's picturing back in his life when his mom brought him to this house because she was like a salesman or something like that, and he met Laura. Like, what a weird coincidence. And she touched his face, and then he touched her face, and she passed out. Okay. All right. What psych ward is this? I want to know where the security guards are. So Danny keeps going in there to visit her, and he goes and meets Byron, or looks into his cage, and he does a poem and stuff like that, and he's like, "That she's mine, she's mine." And then he brings like these headphones in, and it's like, "Hey, listen to this." And da, da, da. Who's letting him in there? This doesn't make any sense. Because have everybody walk in there. After he goes in there, he wakes up and grabs his arm and and they talk a little bit, and then because she's awake, they run in. So so now, I mean, they must have monitors that regulate her, that you're up. So yeah, how about when the guy in the next room, Byron, is harassing her at night? You don't run in there and try to help. I'm confused. I'm confused. And his friend said they're gonna treat her like a lab rat and da 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 and da da da. I, ugh, it's creative, but it's not. It makes no sense. This is important. So now that's twice he's been in there without permission. He's not a family member, and they kick him out. I've been to a lot of hospitals, right? Psych and regular hospitals. They don't just like they would put a ban on you so that they'd have a picture of you. They once you enter the building, they'd kick you out. Let's just see if he actually gets in again or again or again. It's like, what where is this hospital? Do they actually care about their patients? Oh no. Give me 20 more minutes. So apparently the hospital has no security. Actually, they do. Uh, he goes into the bathroom and he changes into a lab coat. And he even has a name tag. And he goes into the room, takes her out of the bed, puts her in a wheelchair, and Byron is like flipping out. So everybody runs down the hallway and like tries to deal with him, and he's leaving the room, and this cop comes. Hey, what's going on? I'm from the sleep study. I'm it's 1609. This is the room, right? It's like, oh, yeah, okay. What? Okay, okay, I get it. So, first of all, he abducts her, so that's a charge. Faking that you're a doctor, that's a charge. These are felony charges. Anyway, so he gets her out, and she wakes up, and she's like, what's going on? Like, because she doesn't understand cars and shit. But she's like, ow, ow, ow. Because she's never been in a car before. So, like, she goes and touches the grass and stuff like that. He's already calling her babe, though. Babe. Like, you don't even know her. She was asleep the entire time that you knew her. Stop, dude. Stop. You're acting creepy as crap. Jeffrey Combs is in this. Anyway, so he brings her back to his apartment. Now she's passed out again. And he takes a sponge and is cleaning her off and stuff like that. Take, takes the wardrobe off and yep, there's some nudity in this, and it's just like, dude, she's asleep. Stop what you're doing. I'm against this. I'm against this. Now I don't like this dude. Now I don't like this dude. Like, stop, okay? At least wait till she wakes up or something. I don't know. So the way that she's acting, it's like a child. Like, she doesn't really understand language. She doesn't really understand, like, like she was like licking grass and like picked stuff up off the ground and was like licking it. And now that he has her outside, she had ice cream and she's like, "Oh, cold," and it fell on the table and she's playing with it. Like, dude, she mentally she's a kid. So stop, stop. I mean, I don't care if she's like 850 years old. She's a kid in her mind. So stop. Ugh. Okay. Uh So Byron still has control over her, and he can bring her to this world that's like evil and stuff like that, right? Um, so even Danny can't protect her. So yeah, and he could get arrested for multiple felonies, but I'm not gonna wreck it all for you. Like it's like 30 minutes in, there's an hour left, so enjoy it. Enjoy it. I did enough, you know. I don't want to like blow the ending and stuff like that. All right, bye.